Elvis Presley was born to Gladys and Vernon Presley on January 8th of 1935. Elvis's twin brother Jesse died at birth. He was a stillborn, and that made Gladys extremely protected over Elvis. But Gladys and Elvis were very close, and they had a very special mother and son bond. In 1956, Elvis' career launched into superstardom after his appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show. But on March 24th of 1958, Elvis Presley was inducted into the U.S. Army for 2 years. Gladys, Elvis's loving mother, was not happy about her son going into the Army. And on that, in 1958, as Gladys, Vernon, and Elvis was going to the induction center in Memphis, you could see that Elvis wasn't really nervous, but the expression on Gladys's face, you could clearly see the emotion impact that it was having on her. Gladys and Elvis had really never been separated, but Elvis did want his mother and father close to him. So Elvis rented a house for them near his base in Texas. But then Gladys started to drink more. This was Gladys's way of coping when she couldn't endure Elvis's absence. And in early August of 1958, Gladys started getting very ill because of the worrying about her only son. And this led Gladys to consume more alcohol, and she was taking diet pills. Completely devastated Elvis and foreshadowed his own early death almost 19 years later, on August 16th of 1977. After Gladys's death, Vernon and Elvis became very close. And Elvis took his father with him wherever he went, and they were always together. And on August 16th of 1977, the day Elvis Presley died from a heart attack, Vernon did something special for his only son. Elvis's death was announced to the world at 4 p.m. on August 16th of 1977, and thousands of Elvis's fans started gathering at Graceland. The plans at first was to have Elvis's funeral services to be held at the Memphis Funeral Home privately. But Vernon did something special for Elvis and for his fans. Vernon decided to have a public viewing at Graceland. That way Elvis's fans could pay their respects to Elvis and say their goodbyes. And they did. Over 50,000 fans were gathered at Graceland. Vernon had open coffin at Graceland, and fans one by one viewed Elvis's body. And Elvis was buried on August 18th of 1977. And Vernon Presley was just heartbroken and devastated. You could hear his cries heard throughout the mausoleum. But on August 29th of 1977, 3 men were trying to steal Elvis's body from the mausoleum, but failed. Vernon then wanted to have his son's body moved to Graceland, and on September of 1977, the Memphis board allowed Vernon to move Elvis's body to Graceland, where Elvis was buried. But just 2 years later, in 1979, Vernon Presley passed away from a broken heart. And Vernon, Gladys, Elvis, Lisa Marie, and Benjamin Keogh are all buried at Graceland.